Alright, I'm making a video right now about selling your soul. My nigga Spiritual Soul just popped up a video today. And I don't really fuck with bro. I just call him my nigga. Cause I could attest for a lot of this shit that he be talking being real shit. You know, from my life and my walk in life and what I deal with. So anyway, bro, he showed a video of a little female rapper. I forgot what her name is. Said she sold her soul to the devil. Said she been praying to God. Don't know if she can get out of it. I see, like, Kanye said slavery was a choice, right? I'm gonna put it to you like this. If you choose to be somebody's slave and you're not, I guess, indentured through servitude for something that you owe, which is biblical, and I agree, you know what I mean? If you don't have the money or the funds to pay for it, your blood, sweat, and tears will work just as well. We can keep the blood away from it. We can keep the tears away from it. Just come sweat with your boy and help me get something done. Same thing as money, man. Niggas know nothing about alchemy, but that's one of the first laws of it right there. So for anybody that felt like they ever sold their soul, right? As bro say, spiritual soul, you can get your soul back. You never can sell your soul, to be honest, in the first place. To sell one's soul would also almost mean death, put it that way. It's an illusion. Let's take the character Loki from Marvel, you know, Thor's brother. What is that, Norse mythology? He's the trickster god. Somewhat the depiction of the devil or the snake or whatever you want to call it in the Garden of Eden. What he did, he basically told the truth. But it's like, you know, they say be careful what you wish for. Your tongue is a double-edged sword. Anyway, we're going to look at Loki and how he a trickster god. The devil component, so to speak, to a certain degree. The more darker of the light pair, if you will, to keep it dumbed down as much as possible. Now, a trickster god is going to, mind you, man was built in the image of God, so we're going to say a trickster instead of saying a god. You can sell your soul to man, and you can sell your soul on a whole nother plane of existence type of ordeal, right? They're going to put everything in your visionary path, especially when your third eye ain't open, especially when your heart chakras ain't right, especially when your soul ain't right from the beginning. The root of all evil is money. So if you're about to sell your soul for money, something so feeble, then of course you're going to feel low in all of those different points of energy that you can access. So what they do is they basically shape the world around you to where they tell you so many times that this, and this, and this is going to happen. Well, you got more power over your soul and what's going to happen to it than they ever do. Like death before dishonor, right? Meaning if you dishonored and you chose to be honorable in your death and try to go get your soul back if that's what it took, you might die trying to do it, but it's better to die with your soul than not with it, right? So to explain this deeper, I got off track for a second. Basically, in order to sell your soul, you have to agree to giving your soul over. So the moment you disagree becomes the beginning of the battle and the fight for your soul back. Because only you are going to get judged based upon what you did in this world, and that is only going to affect you and your soul, so they say, right? But that's only a shallow representation of what a soul is in the first place. If you keep a person's mind frame confined to a certain box, it's a whole lot easier to scope and shape everything that's outside of the box for them and inside of the box. Even if you can't see outside of the box, but you're the one painting the picture. It's a whole lot easier. So basically, what it is, it's a bunch of trickery and tomfoolery. when you're dealing with men and when you're dealing with the other side. But the other side is a little bit more of a battle when you're trying to get it back. You're going to have to call on something to have them people behind you to make sure you ain't finna give in. You're going to keep fighting. Or you're just going to have to be a strong-minded individual, man. Because there's ups and downs in this life, no matter how financially stable you are, no matter how much your love life is intact. I mean, you know, shit. It's going to be ups and downs regardless. More love, more money, more problems. So that's basically selling your soul in a nutshell, I guess. You can't really sell your soul because you are sole owner, proprietor of your soul, of your life. Nobody else has said so over it as far as the Christian view goes, right? Excuse me, my nose is itching because of allergies and long ass nose hairs. Unless you give ownership over to somebody, no one can buy or own your soul. The illusion of selling your soul is the only thing that exists. Because in the end, you're going to walk with your soul to wherever destination, whatever judgment, whatever may be waiting for you after here. You're going to walk that. They ain't going to have your soul on a leash and walking it. And then in that moment, let's say the Christian version of judgment, you'll basically get judged, and then your soul and you, or let's not say your soul and you, let's say you, because you are the soul, right? That's the energy force that powers this meat sack, this machine, biological machine. So basically, you'll get judged for it, and then you'll get sent somewhere, and then they have ownership, you see? So it's a lifelong struggle to make you believe that your soul is sold so that you have no faith, no hope, which equals death, no chance. So by the time that you do get to the point where you're going to be judged, you're basically going to be given to them anyway. And then you're already broken, so there's probably no more fight if there was a last stand in that after judgment instance. You get me? This whole thing that we call life, the whole thing that we call death as far as we know it now, we argue and bicker over what's next, but who really knows? As many lies has been told, as many times as the truth has been rewritten for gain of man, who the fuck really knows? All I know is I say I'm gonna be good. It's a few things I need to clear up in my life, or else I would have been dead last year. When you can lie as good as the devil, like I say, I don't know what the fuck it is that's special about me, why I was chosen to be able to see things a certain way. So shall a man think it, so shall it be. But fuck it. Like, I done sat down at the table with the devil so many goddamn times, right? Most of the time, he's going to appear to you like a man. Shit, even if he appears as him, he looks like a man. So, I mean, you feel me? Take the game with a grain of salt. I've been blessed enough to see the entity known as the devil in, like, its true form, or one of them. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship me and this motherfucker got, man. Sometimes we cool, sometimes we not. But the hate only stands for the love, man. Love should be the whole of the law. And so now, let's say this, I appreciate what that nigga Spiritual Soul be doing, right? Because he gave me the little spark, the little light bulb, you know what I mean? To be able to make this video. You niggas wising up, man. You got everything you need to succeed in this world, to never be stopped. That fucking soul. And if somebody is willing to basically put you at the level where you want to be in life, getting the type of money that you want to get in life, and use your soul as a bargaining chip, like, what the fuck worth is that money? Your soul is the worth. All you got to do is let that motherfucker shine and go put your feet forward in what you do. But we too sleep. Half of us claiming we woke, right? Like, let me put you on a little bit of game, right? So we speak English, right? But we don't speak proper English here in America. So we already speaking Ebonics, right? But they love our music, our names, bling bling bootylicious end up in the damn dictionaries, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they say we speak Ebonics, and they want to start teaching the schools in Ebonics. So you niggas is gonna double degrade the fucking language? Even though that was a while ago, I ain't heard no more talks about Ebonics in school. So I look up the word like sexy, and I translate it from Spanish to I was gonna say Mexican. I say that shit sometimes. You speaking Mexican? Like, what the fuck, dude? There ain't no such thing as Mexican, nigga. It's Spanish. Anyway, I look up sexy, and I translate it, and it's a proper form. It's attractivo. Excuse me. So basically, when you tell a woman she's sexy, you're just saying that she's attractive, but you're putting a little bit more essence of what you're really trying to say in it without being too disrespectful, right? But in this nation that we live in, this world that we live in, right, where we are so fucking ignorantly fucking educated, right? This is why I hate education, because it's indoctrination. They named it something else. Knowledge and wisdom is what you never achieve by going through that whole system. So, like, what's going on with the fucking world? When I see somebody who's beautiful, and that's all I want to relay. Because as a man, I love when I say that shit, and a woman walks away with a smile that, to me, it feel like she gonna fuck around and hold on to all day. Fucking women out here getting men fired from work and all type of shit off of something so simple as sexy. Well, why the fuck do our language stem from fucking Latin if we ain't fucking using Spanish as a fucking root and an anchor? So proper English half the time ain't proper English. You get me? Because that shit spanned from fucking Latin too. But I guess that's enough of me ranting. I'm going to go ahead and leave this alone, man. Hopefully my video has some knowledge in it for somebody. You can either believe me or not. But one thing you ain't going to do is deceive me. I done seen behind the veil, my nigga. How I kept my motherfucking mind, I don't know, nigga. Because I was saying this shit at fucking, what, 5, 6 to 8 years old, starting off. Stay woke, man. Keep your trees up. TRI, tree, try. You know what I mean? Trees up. 100, no 100. Happy Valentine's Day. It's every day. Cupid, aka Black Pan, out this bitch. How?